So at Insight, we're very fortunate to have over 4,000 technical teammates that can help our clients through whatever technical issues they might have. So rather than starting with a technical problem, we really prefer to listen to our clients and understand what their businesses are doing and the business challenges that they have. Based on that, we can then start addressing the technology stacks that might solve the business issue at hand. So we start with a business challenge first. We understand how to integrate and how to solve the business problem next. And then through that, then back in all of our technology partners and our alliances to make sure that the technology stacks plus the people and processes that surround that stuff end up solving our client problems.
So I think the major ways that systems interact within our clients and why it's important for them to consider that entire full stack and how they interact is, for the most part, businesses are using applications and features of applications to provide value to their clients. Whether that's a mobile banking app, whether it's some web app, an Amazon shopping cart, or even consuming something like Microsoft Office that they've created and provided for you. That software has to be secured and has to provide a performance level and an uptime and a reliability for that client experience to be wonderful and positive, so that that our customer, our client, can maintain their customer base and keep them happy. But ultimately, those software pieces, those applications have to run on some sort of a platform, whether that's on premises or public cloud. They have to be secured in order to make sure the risk of the organization is maintained. And that there's no breaches and people don't find themselves in the news. And that complexity becomes really difficult to make sure that the ultimate end goal is the client experience is exceptional. And all the pieces that have to make that happen, all the way down from an application developer to an infrastructure administrator to the security teams, and even looping that back into the business of, say, marketing, of what is the experience being from our clients and what challenges are they seeing, what are the new features that we want to roll out to maintain competitiveness and again, continue to provide that value to their clients. I think the value proposition that Insight brings as a global solutions integrator to our clients is that end-to-end experience, being able to have that consistent provider and experience everything from consultation and design up front, all the way through execution and even support long-term and managed services, providing that continued operational excellence. Having that kind of one back to pat of sharing the success and understanding the dependencies across those different domains, and even aligning all of those to the objectives of the organization can be a lot more seamless and consistent if you're working with one partner that has those end-to-end capabilities.
So Pure has been a fantastic partner of Insight's for a number of years, ever since the inception of Pure, almost quite literally. And we really like the technology stacks and the offerings that Pure has developed both for an on-premise and hybrid and cloud world over the years. So we have those both in our research and innovation hubs as well as in our cloud accounts, and we participate fully in the development efforts for a lot of these technologies. What that allows us to do is have very deep insights into how those technologies can then help our clients develop the business solutions that they're looking for. And what we bring to the table is the technologists that not only understand how to leverage Pure's amazing technology, but also the surrounding ecosystem of things that are needed in order to solve a business problem, right? It could be everything from how to stand up a full-on automated DevOps pipeline that has world-class storage and data protection, back-ending with a really world-class data protection solution, but more importantly tying into the developer frameworks that the developers need, as well as whatever the business is trying to get out of it. And that's rounding off of all of the solution is the secret power of Insight and Pure together. One of the key trends that we're seeing in the industry from our clients is they're trying to leverage the power of the new financial models along with the speed and agility that the newest technologies bring to the table. The Pure offerings of Pure as a service allow us to help our clients adopt new technologies with the financial model that allows them to manage into their CapEx or OpEx model. So some clients have now decided to go all in on an OpEx model, and Pure as a service allows us to do that. For the clients that want to retain their CapEx model, that's fine too. That also gives us the flexibility of solving some client problems that we might not have been able to solve before, because in the Pure CapEx model, you're having to predict your purchases years in advance. And as we all know in IT, years in advance is not, there's no magic 8-ball that solves that problem for most people. So with the as a service model, we can predict into the near future and then flex as we need it. Whether the workloads that a client is need to go increase, well, we can increase rather easily. But if they also flex in a different direction, a client decides to go faster into a public cloud or into a hybrid model, we can adapt to those very well and not have to pay a penalty for having made the wrong decision up front. That also gives our developers and our IT infrastructure specialists and experts the ability to be more flexible in what they design, because we might design a solution that a client's looking for, and it turns out that something that we predicted was going to be relatively small blows up and it becomes the next big thing for a client. Well, we can flex up for that. Or something that we thought was going to be huge ends up not being huge for whatever reason, then we don't have to pay a penalty for that. It gives us ultimate flexibility for solving real business problems.
And it also allows people to innovate and test very easily. I don't have to go buy a bunch of capacity that I might not need to test a new feature, to try to replicate a new idea or allow my teams to innovate. I can just start to consume as I need, and then when I'm done, I can repurpose that for something else. And really just buying that incremental basis.
Forced to take rapid action at the emergence of the COVID-19 pandemic, an iconic global apparel manufacturer with 75,000 employees needed to address data center insufficiencies to support a shift to remote work. There were two distinct requirements. The solution needed to accommodate a remote workforce, and it needed to avoid any on-site infrastructure additions. Pure as a service delivered by Insight's managed services team was deemed the optimal solution based on the client's requirements for business continuity, increased agility, and cost effectiveness. Thanks to Insight and Pure's strong partnership, we were able to mobilize the plan within 48 hours. Contracts were signed on a Friday. We began building the solution the following Monday. With Pure as a service delivered by Insight, the client has gained a flexible, cloud-like pay-as-you-go storage solution with increased remote work capabilities for thousands of employees, the ability to meet changing capacity needs easily, no hardware or CapEx investments required, and lower storage costs than cloud could provide. Pure as a service from Insight has allowed the company to maintain its high levels of productivity and user satisfaction without disruption, while staying aligned with its cloud-first approach. Not only satisfying the need for a fast response to the pandemic, but supporting overall transformation long-term.